Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today, bringing you guys and gals Toriko chapter reviews. Today, Toriko chapter 335 review. Now, man, today is one take wonder mode, and what that means is, simply put, you're gonna get what you're gonna get, and the damn story. And this chapter, I know I'm late on the review because, well, I'm not late, but I am later than norm, and I apologize, but it is what it is, alright? Had a busy weekend, honestly. Now, the chapter, let's go to the chapter itself. I want to start with the bad things. There's only two bad things that I can really think of when it comes to this chapter. First of all, the chapter's position is random. It's a very random chapter. Like, we are in the middle of the competition in Area 6, and we jump from Yuta beating Condor to all of this. And honestly, it threw me off. It really threw me off, because, like, it was just very random. Like, so the chapter's position is random within the context of the arc, number one. Number two, I don't like seeing Toriko, Starjin, and the groups make a lot of headway into their respective areas. Because I was hoping that we were going to actually follow them from, like, you know, ground zero, like when they first touched down. Because in areas areas 8 and 7, we followed them since they touched down. And we got a pretty good grasp of, like, the environment and, like, the crazy stuff that was going on in the environment. But now that we are, when it comes to the other groups, they've made so much headway into their respective continents, areas, that they're seeing the 8 Kings. Normally, that didn't happen until, like, what? Like 5 or 6 chapters deep? But now it's like, boom. When we see them next time, they're right where the 8 King is. So, I'm not a fan of that at all. Now, what I'm hoping is that Mitsutoshi, he does, like, you know, like he goes back in time, essentially. And then we get to see some of the environment of Area 5, Area 4, Area 3. And, you know, like, we get to, like, explore it genuinely so. But I'm very worried about that, because it's kind of a good thing in the sense of it can help the story structure, but you miss out on so much of the world building, and that's what he's good for, right? Mitsutoshi's world building is on point. But if you have characters, your main characters in these areas, skip ahead right to the 8 King, we're missing out on a lot of world building. So I'm hoping that he goes back and we can explore the areas in full. Now, that being said, those are the two negatives in the chapter that I see. Everything else, yes, fucking amazing. Oh my, yeah, yo, the fucking Sky Deer got me mad hyped, son. The Sky Deer got me mad hyped, because we knew about the other, you know, like the main 3 Kings. So you had Emperor Crow, you had Battle, you had Mother Snake, alright? We knew what was going on there, essentially. Then we start off with Heracles, then we have Bamblina. So then all we were missing were Moon and Sky Deer for, like, a while. And we get to see Moon, and it was even more shocking that Mitsutoshi made Whale King Moon, alright, of the black hole whale species. Keep that in mind. There are other black hole whales. There are other black hole whales that can absorb light and matter. But Whale King Moon is on top of them all. But he's also the strongest among all the other 8 Kings, supposedly. And then, so there was one guy left, Area 5. And Area 5, I guess a lot of us were thinking like some, you know, intense apex predator, like a tiger of some kind. No, it's a deer. It's a freaking buck. And it's more so like an earth buck. I have no idea why it's called a sky deer, honestly. Because when you look at it, it's covered in plants, and its skin is very earth-like. Now, I mean, maybe it's called sky deer because it's so goddamn tall. Clearly, this guy eclipses Heracles. This guy is massive. This guy maybe even bigger than Ficacador. He's huge. And because of that alone, maybe he's called Skydeer. I don't know. I mean, granted, we haven't seen him do shit yet. But if the Skydeer is gonna like start levitating and shit, like I'm damn. But from what I can tell, the Skydeer, he's rocking probably some type of like earth or fauna control abilities. Like that's the way I see it. Because given the appearance, like that's what I think he'd probably go for. You know, he can control plants, or it can control plants, earth, that kind of stuff. So that's my assumption, but I can't be too sure. Now, when it comes to the mother snake, we already know what they're... Well, for the most part, we get an idea of what they can do based on Quinn. And already seeing the tornadoes in Area 6 left behind by the mother snake. Just by simply coiling around, these tornadoes have been there for like thousands of years, and they have not diminished in power. Crazy. So yeah, Emperor Crows, they're awesome. Don't get me wrong, but at this point in time... Like, there's still 8 kings, but I'm not, like, super stoked for the Emperor Crows. I'll be honest with you. I'm not that stoked for the Emperor Crows. They're probably rocking some insane stuff. And the feathers are massive compared to people, let alone the actual Emperor itself. But, yeah. Now, Battle Wolf. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Huge expectations for the Battle Wolf. Yeah. Now... That being said, in the chapter, they have this creature called the King Land Shark. I honestly thought that the King Land Shark would be like just like the name and like the appearance. I'm like, how come this guy isn't in like Area 6 with the 7 beasts, like with Korlim or Kor Golem? You know, like the giant. You know, like in Area 7, they have their own king structure or sub king structure, and. Just how in Area 7 you had the rulers of the 4 other areas, all right? You had Goritararus, and you had the 3 other ones that we never saw. And that was a shame, obviously. But I'm wondering, how come this land shark is over there in like Area 6, like where he belongs? Like him being in Area 2 kind of throws me off a little bit. But Area 2 is, mainly like an island chain thing going on. That's what it mainly is. And how Toriko, at his current power... By himself, he's like, no. But with Stars, he's like, yeah, I'll consider it. But, so I'm like, dude, so that means that Toriko, at his current state, is he like somewhere below 4,000 capture level? Like, because this guy, he's clearly above 4,000 capture level. And I'm not too sure if Toriko can actually like beat, by himself, a creature of that magnitude. I'm not too sure. But that means that Toriko and company have to power up considerably once they consume most of the full course when they actually attain it. Because Akasha's on the way, man, and he's going to consume the fucking world. You got to be way more. I mean, taking on a 4,000 capture level beast should be easy by that time. It should be a cakewalk. So, if you want to beat someone like Akasha, fuck yeah. Now, finally, Area 1, Tepe. Tepe is with Ume. Ume, he's seen better days. Like, something happened with the guy. And apparently he's not being controlled or affected by this bacteria of some kind. We're not too sure what's going on there. But, and probably that's Joey's doing, obviously. But, you have Tepe. And this, I think, was a huge jump because the last time we saw Tepe, I mean, it was, arm, heart, Komatsu, rip, and it's like, oh shit. Now, he's like, yeah, like, he's golden. And it was stated, I think, I forgot what her name is, but she came in at the end of Area 7, where she basically stated that Tepe, he did this on purpose, where he could strengthen Komatsu's heart and gourmet cells, because Komatsu had actually attained a gourmet demon, a monster troll, if you would. So, I guess at that time, even still, he was like not under the control of Joey. So basically, that would imply that via some method, people are actually able to remove themselves from Joey's control. They're able to actually, because Joey's mind control thing is like essentially like it's a scar upon the gourmet cells themselves, and you change. I think it's someone's flavor, like that's what it is. But either way, he's able to actually like prevent them from happening. Like he's able to get back control of his body. That's what it is in a nutshell. So the specifics I'll save for later. So what I'm thinking is that how exactly he did that, I'm not too sure. But he's there, and that is a pretty big leap in the story, obviously. The fact that he's able to actually, like, you know, now he's okay, apparently. I mean, as far as we can tell, he's okay in this chapter. And then he talks about the thing in Area 1 that Ume saw. Why was Ume in Area 1? I have no idea. But he saw something that apparently like no one else saw. Or maybe other folks saw, but they died. Because his hair is white. So maybe what he saw freaked him out that much, his hair turned white. And what we see is, at the last page of the chapter, there are these land masses, I guess, maybe, and they are surrounding this area that's like, I guess, somewhere like in like more so like the crust area, because it's just shining light. And in that shining light, we see a thing. It's I don't know, honestly, at this point in time, I would say it's Acacia, because I think when it came to the last page, Mitsutoshi was talking about the awakening of like the end of the world is here, something like that. And we know that the end of the world comes when Acacia's gourmet demon is, you know, full on. So my assumption is that this thing is Acacia, but I'm like, what is this? Like, it was weird. So, I mean, my assumption is that this thing is his gourmet demon, but it's just some weird mutation. Like, the way it was established beforehand was that Acacia, all you had to do in order to actually utilize the full powers of your gourmet demon was to consume Acacia's full course. That was it. All you had to do was consume Acacia's, according to Joey and whatnot and other people, all you had to do was consume Acacia's full course. When Joey used her full-on demon against, I think it was Jiro, he said, oh, well, she consumed Acacia's full course. So, how come there's a problem now? Like, there's something going on with Acacia's gourmet demon. And I forgot what it was, but it obviously requires more. It requires more something. Like, I'm not too sure here. But then the next question I have here is, this thing is obviously a massive threat. This Acacia thing, if it is actually Acacia, it's clearly a massive threat in Area 1. Where the hell is Deus? Like, where is the Dragon King? He should be like, step the fuck aside. Like, what are you doing here, son? Get the fuck out of here. Like, where is he? Where? The Dragon King should be regulating the fuck out of his area. And yet, this thing, this Acacia monster troll thing, is like roaming about in Area 1. Why? Like, how come Daru's like, get the fuck out of here? Like, you smack. Fuck off. This is my territory. One tooth. Boom. So, that's confusing to me. That's why I was so confused in the live reaction. I'm like, where the fuck is Darus? Regulate, man. Shit. If that was me, I'd be like, shit the fuck out of here, man. Unless Darus got taken out. No. If Darus got taken out, the other Ikins, they would sense that shit. They'd be like, what the fuck? Whoa, hold on. Something's wrong here. There's only 7 of us left. What the hell's going on? So, like, they would sense that. They'd be like, no, something's wrong here, alright? Where the hell's Dragon King? So, he's still there. That's my assumption. But what is he doing? I have no idea. So, there's something going on with Area 1. Area 1's a funky place. And that's going to be, from the way I see it, that for sure is going to be an arc where all of the groups come back together. And then they go in Area 1 for the all-div. Because Area 1 is... that's where shit's gonna go down heavy. Massively. So I'd say I'm done. Chapter overall, I think the chapter is an amazing chapter, right? Amazing being like a 9 out of 10, essentially. Because, yes, it did have, for the most part, I think it was a fantastic chapter in of itself. But its position in the story is just random. And I'm worried about him not taking the time to expound upon the world building of the individual areas themselves, like he did for Area 8 and Area 7. And Area 6 as well. So I'd say I'm done. King Lightning, rate the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice goddamn day.